Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So, as you guys know, next month, which is July, which is in a couple days actually, it is watercolor month. So, I'm making I'll be making a couple videos, probably a couple live streams throughout the month. So here's the first video. This is going to be kind of like the pre-month prepare video. So, I am going to go over a couple of things, starting with my watercolor supplies. So I have some actual watercolors pulled out. Now, if I'm going to actually use them all, I don't know because I'm not that great with watercolor. Uh, so I'm going to show you those first. So first, I have my main watercolor palette. At least that's what I call it. So I just call it my main palette. I need to redo this because it's like fading away. But in here, and it does get used. It doesn't get used a lot, but it does get used. I think I said get used a fair amount. As you can see, I hardly ever clean the thing. But it's a mix of the Prima Marketing watercolors. I have some Paul Rubens in here, I believe. Some Winsor Newton Cotman are in here. Maybe some Shinhan. Maybe might be some Shinhan in here. But yeah, it's just a mix of different ones. I have a lot of muted tones in here because that's what I like to use. So I have a load of browns, a bunch of different greens, some blues. I do have like the yellow, reds, and oranges too, but not too many of those. You see, I only have one yellow, one orange. I have two different types of reds and a magenta-ish color, but the rest is like nature type stuff. Um, some blacks and grays up here at the top. So that's my main palette. Um, and I keep all of my watercolor things on my roller cart here next to me, just because it's convenient. And then in here is my Paul Rubens watercolors. So I don't use these that much. These are pretty bright, so I don't use them that much. I do use them a little bit. You can see there's some use. I just re-cleaned this palette, the top. I took the top out and I took out this part here actually comes out here at the bottom. This comes out. So I took everything out. I cleaned it because it was kind of looking a mess. And so I got that out of the way. If I'm going to use these this month, probably not. Um, and the reason for that is I'm probably going to be using, if I use watercolors, I'll use my main palette and then I'll use my my Ganzai Tambi, which I have here. These I've been trying to use these recently quite a bit because these kind of like remind me of gouache a little bit. So I've been using these. Um, I forgot how many I have. Whatever 8 times 6 is. So I'm not doing math today. So I'm going to use these probably since it's kind of like a mix of bright and then they have like some nice muted colors in here too. And I use the little squares as mixing palettes, and I also use it as a cover. Um, at some point, I think my dog might have got to this box because I see the corner over here looks like it's chewed up a bit. He likes to try to get to my paint, so I had to take these off of my roller cart and I put them up here on my shelf because he was able to reach these, I think. So I moved them so he doesn't get to them. Um, Also, I am planning on using as accents my metallic watercolors, and I have just a bunch of different ones. I have some CSY I have some Temu brand ones, and these are my Ganzai Tambi ones. I'm actually missing one. I don't know what I set it off to the side because I was using it, and then it just kind of disappeared on me. Per usual with my stuff tends to disappear. It's not far. I just don't know exactly where I placed it. Um, and when I find it, I'm not gonna want to take my thing out to put it in there. But anyway, so I have these. So those are golds, and then these are my CSY ones. These are like dual toned or something like that. So I have those, and I also have. How was this in here? I don't know, something like that. And then I have my other CSY metallic paints, which is here. They look a little scattered because they're in here by magnets, and I ran into my cart and I think it shook them up. I'm pretty accident prone, so yeah, I ran into the cart and everything went kaboom, and so I think it rattled some things when I ran into it. So these are all metallics. There's some iridescent ones in here, and these are really fun to use as like accents and stuff for your watercolors, whatever kind of art you're using. I have, outside of that, which I'm mainly going to be using, is my gouache. So I put some in palettes. So here is my Himi. I scooped out some of my Himi from my big set, and I put it into these smaller ones. So those are some colors. And then in this one, this is my Turners. So this isn't all of my Turners. I just put some main colors in here. And I didn't put white because I have white in this one. And also the next one I'm about to show you. So that's my Turner Design gouache. And then in this one, I put my Shinhan gouache. And I put some white in this one. So, and then I also have, which I just recently got for my birthday, is my Holbein gouache. So I have that in here. I don't have a palette for these yet, so they're just in here. Also, I am going to go to the post office on Tuesday before work. I'm going to have to go before work and pick up. I have some paint that was made for me for my birthday. It was made by Nessa, and Taylor bought it for me for my birthday. It's at the post office, so I gotta go and pick that up because I want to play around with that this month. Um, so that is my gouache. That's what I'm mainly gonna be using, is my gouache. And I have my materials here. So I have my water brushes, which I've been trying to kind of phase away from, not completely, but I have been trying to use my paintbrushes mostly. But I have, this one needs to be clean or something. What's going on here? I have mainly my Kuretake brand paint water brushes. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I can't believe I put this away without cleaning it, or it's just staining. I don't know. I'll clean that out later. But these are my Kuretake brand, these four. And then I have my Caran d'Ache brand. I have another one that I don't really like to use. It has like a felt tip or something, so I haven't gotten the hang of that one. And then I have this was my favorite one. This is the Faber-Castell one. This one gets used the most. This one and this little yellow one here. So I have those, but I've been kind of phasing away from those. I've been mainly using my paintbrushes. So I draw small, so I use mostly my smaller ones. I have a bunch of detailed ones here. Um, I forgot what brand these were. I think they're like Art and Fly, maybe. I don't know. The brand's not on here, so I have no idea what they are. And then I have my Princeton Snaps, which is one of my favorites. Those are these. I used to get one of these every time I went to Joann's with my mom. And I don't know where the rest of them are because I had like 6 or 7 of them. And I only have 4 here, but they might be at mom's. Who knows? So I have these, and it's just different ones. I have a shader one, and I have 3 different sizes for the rounds. I have a random Hemi one that I keep in here for detailing just in case I need it. I don't even really use it. And then these are the Royal uh ones, and I got 2 for my birthday. I think it was this one and this one. Um it doesn't say the size. I mean, it does. This is a 4 and something, but it doesn't say the type of brush. But I use these because they're small and they work. So that's what I use. And I just keep them in this Hemi paintbrush set case that I got. And I also have on the ready my palettes that I use. I have a bunch of different ceramic palettes. I have this one here. This one is holding my Holbein gouache at the moment. It's a little dusty, but that's Holbein gouache. And in this one, I think is my Shin Hand, maybe. I'm not sure what I was doing with these colors or what I was coloring, but that's in there. But I have some round ones, and I like using these for gouache and watercolor because it just works and it's easy to clean. So those are the ones I use. And just recently, I got my Stay Wet palette. So I'll be using this. Not really this month because I want to use this for my acrylic wash only. And then of course I have like the other standard stuff like my washi tape and some random tape that I got from the dollar store that I use as artist tape because it works. And I have my spray bottles of water. I have 2 little ones and a big one that I don't pull out much because I think the dog is scared of this one. So I don't use it that much. And then, so I use these 2 mostly. And I just picked up some masking fluid. So I think that's going to be helpful. It's by Schminke. Schmink? I'm not sure. It's not in English, but I got that. And I have my clips ready. I have a big one and a little one. And, you know, standard stuff, pencils, pens, they're all on the ready. And I'm mainly going to be focusing and playing in different types of paper. So I have here, this is cold press. This is what I've been doing last month. So I have an image here that we'll paint probably together. We probably won't do the whole thing together, but we'll do some of it. And then I want to draw another one. I'm just not sure what I want to draw yet, but I want to do another one and get some good stuff going in this book. This is a nice little book. I actually think um I might get another one once I fill this up because I actually like the paper in this one. Um, and then that'll just be like where I put my little watercolor images in. This one I have not tried the paper yet, but I have sketched out a little image here, if you can see it. Not really. It's just me so playing with some jellyfish. And I'm gonna test the Holbein gouache in here. And this is actually going to be my swatch book. So I'm going to test the Holbein in here and all my other gouache and any other mediums that I want to test. And then if there's time, I would like to do an image, just a little fun picture on this hot pressed bow hung paper if there's time throughout the month. We'll see. But all of my ATCs this month are going to be on watercolor paper. So I'll be doing those as well. I'll be doing a bunch of those. I have some already drawn out. I'll probably draw out a few more. And that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing this month. I want to learn some techniques, watercolor and gouache, if I can. Hopefully, I can learn some things. And I do believe that's it, really. I haven't put anything in my Strathmore watercolor book yet. Um, but I'll get there. The main thing is I want to test out and see if I like hot press better or cold press paper. I've been having fun in the cold press one, but to be fair, I haven't tried the hot press one yet. So we'll play around with that this month. Um, so that's it. I think, let's see. Yeah, I covered everything. So that's it for the pre-video. Stick around for some more videos throughout the month of July, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.